Okay. Ah. Oh God. Hi. Oh, welcome to another live with Lee. Time to cook some food. So let's do that. Oh, oh my gosh. Hold on. We're still pulling the visual together. What is that? What is that? Still pulling the visual together. Or the frame. Better said. It's a lot of light behind me. That didn't help too much. Okay. Hold on. That was funny though. Ooh. If I place you here. Oh. You know what I could do? Okay, we're getting closer. Is this even charging? I need another phone. All right, we have a good. Okay. All right. Okay. So for now, hold on, y'all. I'm still getting my visuals together and charging. Okay, this is cute. Let's get some food going. I'm going to make a basic breakfast meal. I think I want some potatoes, but I don't know if I have any. This is a cute visual. Let me see. Okay, so we'll move the camera over here once we do start cooking. For now, I'm gonna keep you guys over here because I'll be back and forth motion, and maybe we'll turn those lights on. Okie dokie. Hello and welcome to Alive with Lee. Ah. I'm in a very relaxed state. I just got off of Amazon Live probably like an hour ago. Regrouping, gathering myself, what I want to do next, scrolling a little bit, seeing what's going on. Now it's time for some food in my system. So we're gonna make a brunch style breakfast. I don't have any carbs, and I really like carbs. So let me see what I have in the fridge first. See what we're gonna actually make. Oh, yeah. Oh. I forgot I even had. As you can see, I forgot I even bought some bacon. So we're gonna test it out and see if I like it for the first time. Okay, I think we have everything we need. I like to station everything in one spot just so it's already there. How is everyone's day going? Happy Monday. You can say hi in the chat. Don't be afraid. If you're watching this post live, my other video is trending well. Thank you all for saying hi, stopping in. I did finish Amazon earlier today. It's Monday, so it's our mind mapping day where we reset our mind, we reset the week, we prep ourselves, we stay focused because life is lifing as it does, but we're learning to manage the energy of life as we go. And I feel like that's the hardest part about like life in general and managing. It's figuring out, how to keep yourself steady in a world that's unstable and out of your control. So that's been our topic for the past like week, or no, this is our third week. Today's our Monday. And we had a good 300,000 people. Oh, sorry. 200,000 people. It was really great, successful, very long. So I'm tired. Mondays are tiring because I give a lot of energy out on those days. But it was still successful. It was still really, really great. Now it's time to charge up some food. So I figured I'm trying to. I'm always trying something new. I'm always trying and trial and erroring just different parts of life and figuring out if I like it or not. Um, Positioning myself, what it looks like, how I feel about it. Ooh, this is a lot. How I feel about it. So if you're joining in and you're like, girl, what's going on? We're cooking lunch. More of a brunch. We are going to make some eggs. But before we do the eggs, let's do the bacon. Right now, I'll move you guys back over this side. I know. Living in real time and content creating and like kind of what Kai Cenat does on his scale every day for as many hours as he does. I do mine's hours. I do sessions. So some are an hour, some are like 2 hours. Today was about 3 hours. Sunday, I did end up splitting up my live stream in 2 parts because my birthday is tomorrow. So if you feel like gifting me or sending me something because you love me, you can do that. Don't be afraid. But yeah, so we had a great time. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take a little bit of Coke, a swig of Coke. It's my part 2 of my coffee. Oh, this piece of my wall fell. This wood, so I'm used to grabbing my oils and my seasonings from here. Child, it's gone. It got weak in the knees, and it dipped out on me. So let's see. Where's my oil? I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit more, a little bit longer. So yeah, so that's what my day has been like so far. I ended up getting another. So in real time on Amazon Live, if you have not joined me, please do. It's fun. It's long-winded in the sense of it's 2+ hours long. So, hop in, hop out, stay where you can, receive where you can. It's very beneficial. It's very consuming, but it will help you elevate in your mental health, wellness, life, reality, spirituality, because I do touch all of those topics. So it's been interesting to see what it has been like. One thing I enjoy about the life I've chosen and the way that I live it is how I move through it, right? And with social media, online presence in general, digital life, physical life, it's very fascinating to see what you can build when you become aware of what exists to and for you. But what I've been finding the most fascinating is the audience, right? Because every TV show has its own audience. Every book has its own audience. I just started watching Harry Potter now that I'm in my 30s. And I get it. I understand why they have like this strong I'm on movie number 2. But I understand why they have their own audience. I get why they go so hard for it because they found a space that makes sense for them and they cultivated it a way that they can have conversations. They celebrate it. Same like Star Wars, right? Everyone has their community and everyone has their people, their group. So I've been really focusing on building my community. Like when any social media platform goes out, I can say I have a strong community when I start on a new platform. And I'm very grateful for that because when you're starting anything, you start with who? Yourself. That's one. Then you add another person who believes in you enough to watch you. They may not comment or show too much love, but they're watching, so you have 2. Then you have the people that come in that actually do speak and they start to add to the conversation. That's 3 plus more energy. So today was very interesting because I had about a constant 500 viewers for, the first like 2 hours. It will go to like 800 to 500, but it was a strong 500, no lower than like 490. And then it started to pick up because the day we started at 8 a.m. So like around 9:30, I'm at 800 to 1,200 viewers watching me just go through my mind mapping morning. They're shopping, they're asking questions, they're following, but a lot of them are viewers. So there's this very interesting part of content creating, influencing, hosting, if you will, where you need to figure out the engagement part. I don't know how to engage my audience yet. Now, a part of that may be I was saying today, like building out, I got some, this is my first time cooking this meat. What is it called? Like a Facebook group. And I'm not mad about it, because one thing about Facebook, it has always been around and it still is around. When you think about the things that stand the test of time, Facebook has been around after MySpace, and is still here with all the other ones that we've tried. And I can't think of another way to have a community outside of like email marketing, which is cool, but not everyone checks their emails. But people do check their social media platforms. And you get to that point of scrolling all day and you're like kind of bored, so you do go check out your Facebook groups, or you do go check out those little places you don't always frequent. So I want to give people another home to come vibe with me on, like on YouTube. Now, it's another form of my live stream. It's very just whatever I'm doing in real time. Mostly anything that I create is what I'm doing in real time, because you can't falsify that. It's actually happening. I think we can only, 2 is fine. We don't need 3. Let's not be greedy. So yeah, my point of saying this part is it was fascinating today, because Sunday was quiet and I had 900 people watching me and like 3 comments. Then I'm like, okay, what energy? If you want to chime in the chat, whether you're watching in real time or later, what energy is that? Where I can have 900 people watching me and nobody commenting. Now, because I'm a person who's lived, I know people are shy. They don't want to speak. They want to watch from a distance. I know some people just don't know what to say. And I'm like, hey, just say your name and where you're from. Let's get the conversation started, right? The same way if I met you in person, I'm not asking you to lay your life out, but like, hi, how are you? Who are you? Where are you from? Basics. I think, so if you know what that is, or how to navigate, please help me, because I have 500 to 900 people watching me, and I'm like, and I'm still going to speak and I'm going to do what I do, because I know what it is to do it with 0. So if I can do it with 0, I can do it with 900. That doesn't change. I am who I am. I am that I am. But how do you now engage the 900 people that are watching? You know what I'm saying? I'm still figuring out too, because I haven't been in this position in a minute where I have such a huge audience at that scale. Okay? And I'm grateful for it, of course, but now my mind is being expanded to what next, as it always is, right? That's why we're always the future, what I gotta do, goals. Now my mind is in the place of, how do we maximize this? So if you didn't see my live, it's long, so I don't mind giving you cliff notes. So a part of my live, real-time manifestation, a business owner staying in the place that I stay. He's here for a couple of days. He's friends with the owner of this place. And he got the owner to come so he can meet me, because he was interested to introduce himself to who I am. Just kind of seeing who I am, what I got going on. He caught my vibe a couple of times, so I think he wanted an in-person experience. So I'm on live. They come to my door, and oh, this is turkey bacon? What is this? Turkey bacon be taking forever to fry, but it don't really fry, so I gotta watch it. So they come to my door. We chit chat. He wants to get to know who I am. This guy tells me, I'm live, by the way, at this point I had 2,000 people. I know. 2,000 people. Hold on, y'all, because I had to go. I respect the owner of this place. Isn't everything okay? So in real time, as I'm speaking about manifestation, as I'm speaking about growth and all the things that I'm telling them, the manifestation happens in real time. So in my mind, I'm like, ooh, I got 2,000 people watching me, but this is real life. This is my blessing knocking at my door, literally. So at this point, we're 2 hours in the live stream. I'm like, okay, I'm just, I'm still guiding them. I'm teaching them about mind mapping mornings, getting their mental together, because I'm really focusing on mental health right now. As winter season picks up, people's mental health is going to be disturbed, and I want to help them be strong enough to not lose themselves because of their mind. The mind is a very powerful thing that we still have yet to fully grasp, because it's the mind that we're trying to grasp, and it's literally our mind. So Anyways, so I go out, hey, how are you? He's like, the owner's like, oh, he wants to meet you. So the guy spoke English. Perfect. I don't have to fight for understanding. So, we chit chat. He tells me, I know the location he tells me about. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I've heard about it. I've never been. So then he goes to tell me, he owns all of this land right on the water. Hold on now. Who are you? Now I'm curious. Now I need to know more. Then he goes to show me the building he's building. It's gorgeous. It's like an egg. I'm not going to tell you his vision, but it's gorgeous. He's trusting me because he's trying to entice me into learning and wanting to expand. I don't know. So even though I have 2,000 people online watching me, my real time blessing is at my door. I'm like, okay, wait, I love y'all, but I'll come back. This is something I need to be present for. Okay, boom, boom, boom. The conversation lasts for about 10 strong minutes. I come back. Now my comments are filled. Oh, you guys can comment. Now you can comment. I say this in real time because I'm not that influencer. This is my life. I invite you in on it. Let's talk about it now. Help you with what I've learned and gained in my own experience. I'm not working for anybody. I work with people, but this is my life. I had to go down a spiel about, so the comments were basically like, oh, she forgot about us. It's been 10 minutes. So I come back. I'm like, oh, wait, you guys now have a voice? Because 2 hours, no one was saying anything. I take a 10-minute break. All hell breaks loose. Whoa, whoa, hold on now. So I literally said, I'm like, did we forget the concept? I am here giving of myself to teach and guide you. I ask you to follow. I ask you to show love. And I literally tell them this because I need for people to see it from my perspective. The same way if somebody is watching me go through and fight through life and process and building, if you don't speak up in that time, you think I'm going to give you authority to speak in the time when I'm glowing and growing and everything's working out. Now you want to give me your advice? It's already, you weren't there when I needed you, right? So I come back, there's at least 5 comments from people that I have not seen the entire 2 hours, by the way. They're like, oh, she forgot about us. I think they're crashing out a little bit. And I'm like, well, first of all, you guys, calm down. I can afford to take a 10-minute break off of the live stream I set up. This is not a contract. Amazon, unless you want to give me one, I can tap out right now. I haven't been on this platform for 11 months, just talking my shit. Just talking a little just to remind people this is a choice. It's not a necessity. I haven't been here for 11 months. This is 1 out of 12 months that I'm here. Let's not do this. So then, of course, some people leave because they didn't expect me to approach them that way. But I'm like, no, I told you guys I reciprocate energy. You came. So, like, it's this whole thing. But then it had me thinking, maybe I need to leave. Because 10 minutes after 2 hours, y'all now have the capacity to speak in the comments. When I asked you to say hi, I asked you, what's your name? How's your day going? What's going on? I'm giving the vibes. But when I disappear, now they find a way to, that whole yapping. So, no shade, no tea. Haters and bots are everywhere, NPCs. But it was just a fact. And this is all happening for me in real time as I'm learning too, right? Because we're all growing. We're all still figuring out life every day we exist. Every new day is a new figuration. So then it had me think. You know what it says? Appreciate what you have until it's gone. I was like, I love y'all. Y'all won't see me on Sunday. I was like, this is great, but until Amazon hits me with a daily TV host 3-hour talk show of bringing in 200 to 400,000 viewers, even though they have their own viewers, so it's not like I'm doing the whole thing. It's not just me. I'm not saying it in a selfish me. However, I can hold a 300,000 audience or even like 1,000 people per moment. That's not a bad number. So then I was like, well, maybe I'm giving them too much and they feel like I have to, because it felt very like, you need to be here the entire time you're here. And I was like, actually, I don't. It was very sad, but it was very also like, it brought me back to awareness of self in the sense of where is my energy going? Because this is what I teach. Where is my energy going and what am I seeking out of life in return? I want to return on my investments, even if it's energy. So yeah, it was. I don't know. What do y'all think of that is like? We hear about it through scrolling and people saying, "Oh, people just like to watch you, evil eye." Sure, sure, sure. But some people just have they're nervous. They don't know what to say. They don't want their name exposed. That's all a part of the same thing. But we're gonna add some mushrooms. I'm gonna do mushrooms with the. I'll do this a little bit later. All right, turkey bacon. You doing it or you not? All right, it's cooking. But if you ever cook with turkey bacon, it just takes a little minute because I still like it to be fried well. Cooked thoroughly. Happy Monday! Thank you, Elman. I appreciate you. My birthday is tomorrow, so we're just here. I've been. No, I'm not gonna say too much. William, thank you for the roses and the bottles and the hearts and the kisses. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Lee. I missed you. I'm out here, baby. I'm just not always here. So, follow me somewhere else if you want to see and engage with me more. Right now for December is Amazon. I'm testing it out. I'm playing around with it. I'm hopping on. I'm seeing what it looks like. So when I add it in the grand scheme of all of my platforms and live streaming and posting, I know where and when. Like, I could do this on Amazon, but I was just like, we just did 3 hours. Let me shift gears and just go on YouTube and hang out with y'all for a bit because we did build, 6,000 new followers this year. So I'm not mad about that. I'm very, very grateful. It took me about a full year to get 2,000. So to see that my growth has expanded to about almost 9,000, I'm very grateful for it. I just don't I try not to allow numbers to rule my motion. I'm aware of time, I'm aware of numbers, but I try not to allow it to navigate my direction. Not too much. Because numbers will blow people's head up and then it can be snatched away from you, but energy, real chi, real vibes cannot be taken. It's yours, right? Especially if you cultivated it. So I can do this anywhere I go because it's me. So it's very interesting fast aspect. Now I'm being vulnerable with you guys because I've been on here for most part of the year. I don't think I've posted my other live streams. I might put them back on here. I've only put basic stuff because my account got banned when I was doing my stretching in bikini, so I had to pull back and keep that on my other platform. YouTube was like, okay, we don't mind it, but you got too many. People don't mind when you do stuff if you don't have a lot of followers. You got a lot of followers when you're doing stuff. I'm sorry, ma'am. We have to hold you back a little bit. You can't do this. So I had to, play by their house rules because we're in their house. So, that's like a respect thing. All right, this is cooked well enough. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to cook them a little later after we do the eggs. But they take forever to cook, so by the time I cook the eggs, then cook these. Always do your meat first. Oh, anyways, enough about me. What are y'all up to? If you watch this later, you can still drop that in the comment section. All engagement helps if you genuinely support people. Just like the live stream, comment, watch it through. I don't know, when Shira comes on live, I'm in her live for a bit. I comment, I like, and I keep it pushing. I can't stay the whole time, but I show love I want to see more. So engage, right? If you support Black creators for real and you want us to be, a lot of us don't get paid at scale now. I'm not a lot of us, but I fight very hard for my truth. And I position myself where I'm not, you want to position yourself where you're not chasing the bag, right? The guy walked past my place twice. I know he wanted to look into it, but it would have been obvious because I'm literally looking out my window. He went to go get the owner to come speak to me. Very respectful, very demure, very, very sweet. It was nice of him to do that and not approach me as a stranger at my home because he's, in proximity. So, I don't know, y'all. The whole thing is just, my mind right now is just how do I engage the audience members that are actually following what we're doing? It's Mind Mapping Mornings, and we're literally taking what's in our mind, we're putting it on paper as a projection, and we're working through it so that you can recognize what's your thoughts and what's not your thought. Because thoughts are not stone. Thoughts are options, okay? Thoughts are a bubble waiting in the sky. They may pass you, and you may pick it up thinking it's your thought, and it's really not. So if you have a problem with your mind and perception, you really need to clear out your mind. All right, let's make some mushrooms first. Oh, the fire is way too high. Hold on, let me put this in the fridge. But yeah, if you want to chime in on that topic, just let me know your thoughts, really, about like why do people not like to comment, or how do I engage them better? It's like having a pot full of money and not knowing exactly what to do with it, but being born and raised in the hood with no guidance outside of like people on the internet, right? You got to learn how to do this on your own. People give you tea, but they don't give you the full like meat. They don't give you the fullness of what it took. They only give you pieces. So, as a new boss with money and connections, and I'm global and global connections, I met a guy today who has a lot of property on the water that wants to have coffee to speak more because we start talking about what I do and there's room there, right? So like now that I'm seeing my abilities of sorts and what I've learned, now that I'm scaling, I'm learning the process of scaling with adults because these people are like 40, 50. I'm still like, I'm young and getting it. Girl, young and getting it is not going to cut it. You need to come, I got to come in a different mentality. No, I come cute and hot, girl, not like this, I'm at home. But he kind of caught me in, I was on Amazon, thank God, so I wasn't like in my chill vibes. So I was still like respectful enough because when I'm at home, I'm in the comfort of my own home so I can wear whatever I please. But when it comes to business, I still come cute because that's like, I just got ready for the day, right? But as far as the outfits that I wear, obviously nothing too implying. Like he was like, oh, let's go. He was trying to get me to go somewhere like an hour away. I was like, ooh, that's expensive. An hour away, so that's going to take us 2 hours just for travel. And you want to chill? I was like, yeah, that's an expensive day. And he's a businessman, so he started laughing. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, unless you're trying to take me shopping or something. No? Okay, so we're going to go to the place I recommended, which is 2 steps away. We're going to have a coffee and a conversation, because if you're not paying for the experience outside of coffee, I can make my own at home. What are we doing here? I don't have time for that. I'm a boss. But people don't see that. So when I was saying it, he was laughing because, yeah, no, I know you understand what I'm saying. Why would you take me an hour away? Like, you trying to show me off? No. So the whole thing is just so fascinating to me because it's not new in this capacity. It's new because it's digital and it's physical, and people perceive me to be one way until they recognize, like, oh no, she's serious, and I'm like, yeah, no, of course, and I'll come like, yeah, no, yeah, I am serious. Yes or no? No? Okay, so coffee, I have 30 minutes. We can have a conversation. If it leads to me making some kind of money or exchange, are you inviting me to your new location? Are you giving me property? Are you saying I can come stay for a weekend for free? Like, what are we doing here? Getting to know each other? Like, that's the kind of energy you have to walk into every room. I don't really care to hold a longer conversation if it doesn't lead to something. Where are we headed? Like when I tell people like, oh, follow me, Life with Lee, it's a journey. Like, I'm gonna teach you more because as long as I'm still here, we're still gonna be doing this. So I've created worlds for myself, different characters, where if I feel like doing this, I can come on here and do this. If I feel like doing something professional with shopping, hosting, I go on Amazon. If I feel like playing around with music and it's all relaxed, I go on TikTok. Like, creating outlets for yourself as a creator, influencer person is important. When I'm going through stressful moments, I just find a platform that I like and I'm like, hey, let's dissect some things. And I'll have a good amount of people and I don't be mad about it. Shoot, I got 2 of y'all. Hey, it's a room of 3. What's up? Let's clear out some thoughts real quick. I got some things to say. And they'll be right there with me like, girl, I'm with you. I agree. Thank you, sis. My black queens are showing up for me on Amazon. TikTok is glitchy. You know, everybody's competing for something. YouTube is interesting because I'm not a Shira. I'm a young woman still getting it, so they wouldn't really receive from me that way unless they were humble enough to show their support. Amazon is with people with some kind of money and some kind of capacity to vibe for 2 hours because they got their kids ready. They listen to me on one girl like, I'm getting my kids ready for school and I'm just happy I can hear you as you're motivating. Thank you. That's all I'm here for. Positive energy with wisdom. So I know I can speak to older people and younger people, but because I'm young people don't see me as like the wise woman. Now, when I hit like 50 and I'm still doing this, at that point, I have more years, 20 plus more years. So my credits will be higher, the books I've written will be higher, my fan base. So then I'll have the young people who were able to follow me now. Oh, I remember. Oh, you remember. Interesting. And I'm going to use that as a teaching tool because you never know who people are until that moment. But I have always been doing this, which is why I can hop around on different platforms with a fan base or an audience, because I know that my process will not look like the person who has privilege. I know that my process will not look like the person who had two-parent household. I had to sign myself up for college. So yes, I'm aware that my process may not look like that, but I can teach you how to sustain. People that got 1 million people on TikTok are fighting for the next place. I ain't got to fight. I'm just moving. All right, this was great. All 30,000 of y'all, if you want to, you can follow me here, here, or here. If not, it's okay. Google me. You know, I just always say that. Just think of Sydney Poitier, but just put Lee in front of it. I'm in the family. Okay? I don't know, y'all. So the whole thing has been interesting. So, pause. We got this. Am I going to put cheese on this? I might do a little bit of cheese, but let's do some eggs first. Now, I will bust down with about 2 eggs. 3 is when I'm really hungry, but it's already 12, so I'm going to end up making dinner a little bit later. Oh, let me see if I have bread. I'm not going to forget to bring. Ban what? They didn't ban me. They just took away my monetization, so I took away my face. I ain't going to take away the little bit of money you're giving me. What? Huh? I pulled my energy back real quick. Well, I'm going to head over to Amazon, but because I have my followers and people who support me, I will show up. And then they started watching me so closely to the point that they started banning their accounts I had. I was like, well, who's on my account? Jesus. They started Googling my other options. It was a really crazy time. And then I pulled my energy back for about 2 months, and I started to see them release what they were holding back. And I was like, yeah, they probably missed that. It's not the fact that and you may feel this way too, right? Whether your job, you know you're great at what you do, you know that you bring what you bring to the table, regardless of what table and what so have you. But you know the energy you bring. It could be positivity, it can be joy, it can be joy meaning like you're funny, it can be wisdom, it can be experience, it can be connections. You bring something. It could be a vibe. One thing that I know is I bring a sustainable energy because I've been doing this for 10 plus years. So it's not hard for me to hop online to talk for 3 hours straight about whatever the topic is and hold an audience. That's not difficult. Now, if I did this on TikTok, people are just looking for quick fixes. It's a quick fix. It's a quick fix. So me speaking about healing for real is not the place that they want to hear that. They want to see me having a good hot girl time, and I don't blame them. But right now it's not the time for that. It's cold. We need to buckle up because depression season is it's here. Come January, when the shift does officially physically happen, because some people have to wait for the cloud to come down from the sky to see it. But when that shift physically happens, I'm going to make a lot more sense. And I'm like, bro, how y'all missing it? I'm right here. It's crazy. It blows my mind. It's not crazy. It just blows my mind. I need to get some more black pepper. I call myself trying to take a break, and oof, I don't know if that was the best decision. It was, but I missed some flavor. A little bit of flavor. You don't even need black pepper and salt. Just choose one. They're both the same. Salt brings the flavor, and black pepper does too. Ooh, do we want to throw some onions? I don't feel like cutting them up. If I had a bagel right now, ooh, I'll make me a nice New York bagel. But I have yet to find a bagel here. The guy who I do go buy bagel like sandwiches from, so I go to his restaurant, he tells me he has to go far. I'm like, ugh. I'm trying to travel an hour for bagels. I don't need bagels that much. I'll just eat it with him. But I would love a bagel or croissant or something. I miss my bagel sandwiches and croissant sandwiches. All right, why is this on level 2? All right, I need that to heat up a little bit more. How's everyone's day going? How are you all doing that are hanging out, catching me live? The energy, let's talk energy really fast. The energy, excuse me, things are coming to a close. So the energy feels very palatable. It feels like tangible. Like it feels not too far. It's lighter. Last week was very tough. Last week was like running through mud. Ugh. Like tug of war. Like you just felt like this hard pull. Consistency would keep you going. So, between consistency and discipline, you need those in tough seasons. But this week feels a lot lighter. It's still dark a little bit, very cloudy, meaning you can't really fathom what's happening out in the real world, the outside world. But what you can focus on is what's happening internally, your internal world. So if you feel discombobulated, I'm going to need you to combobulate. No, seriously, if you feel discombobulated, you need to spend more time with yourself because you can't control it being a cloudy day. You may feel like you can do some rain dances, and yes, they may shift the atmosphere, but you can't control it in its full capacity. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the energy is lighter this week. It's going to become more airy. Christmas is around the corner, so that energy of excitement is there. But the rest of the year is going to be a great energy filled. And that's when you need to maximize. It's like kind of being up, like your money's good and da-da-da. Whether your money's physically good or not, let's not focus on that specific thing because the next worry will come. I want you to focus on the bigger picture. Because we're in a very high energy Christmas festive season, people are not seeing the truth for what it is because it's covered by the festivities. Once that New Year switch around the 20th happens, the 15th, the 20th, the energy is going to change because once somebody takes reign over something, it's like, you know how they say it starts with the head? Once the head switches, you're going to now feel that real energy. We have yet to get to the full switch, so right now we're like in this very like, I'm not sure, but I'm sure, but I'm not, but I am, but I'm not, but I am, but I am, but I'm not. Like we're in a very interesting space, but I thrive in those spaces. I thrive in transition. I'm a sag, like this is my season, whether I declared it and decreed it and prayed for it. No, this is literally my season, period. So I can move through this casually because it's for me. Now, I'm trying to teach people how not to fall victim to the energy that's not even, it has nothing to do with you. It's outside of you. The only thing you can control is your internal being, your energy inside. Whether that's your cabeza, whether that's your heart chakra, whether that's your root chakra, whether that's your sacred, like whatever that is, that's all you can genuinely control. Okay? So don't be confused with what you're seeing around you right now physically because it's like an alternate universe because we have yet to have the head exchange and it's covered by festivities. Once January hits and February hits, the only two exciting things we have will be on Blackness. So you have what? MLK Day, cool. You have the inauguration, interesting. And then you have Valentine's Day. There's not going to be a lot of festivities after this, so that energy is going to deplete. And then the truth, like any situation that you come out of, will be then exposed. And by that time, it's too late. So I've been prepping people for the last 3 weeks, 1.5 million plus viewers, to prepare themselves for what they can't even physically see. I live outside, so that energy hits me first. The sun rising, I'm right there. The moon was literally outside my window just staring at me full. I was like, God dang, I can't even ignore you even if I tried. Why is it so bright outside? Dang! I showed them, it was so cute. I was like, let me just show y'all how divinely kind I am, because you may not believe me, but look at the moon right in my face, confirming. Can you see the moon? Probably covered in the skies. That's, you know, whatever. All the stuff we say. All right, y'all. The last thing we're going to do, we're going to throw some spinach in here. Spinach is, I don't know, just grab a handful. Spinach is always so funny to me. Like, girls shrivel up so quick. All right, put that heat up a little bit more. Throw some spinach in there. Get our iron. Keep our iron up. Everything in the fridge that needs to be in the fridge. Anything that needs to not go. Okay, we're good. And it's hard to keep bread in my home out because of like the energy. It can go bad faster. Anything you put in your fridge, by the way, is literally to keep your food fresher, even if it does go bad. So just because you put it in the fridge doesn't mean it's good. It's a cover. Okay? I'm not saying a fridge is bad. No, stretch your food as best as you can. That it's not cheap. But it's not like confirming. Just because it looks good does not always mean it is good. If you're still learning that reality. Just because it looks good does not confirm, but it is good. Now, I don't like to cook my spinach to the point that they are not non-existent. I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer so it's not like all big and fluffy. I don't have no hot sauce. No. I need some cayenne pepper. Anyways, so no comments here. I love you guys. There's not much to say. More so just a follow up to my previous video, an update, and just, you know, touching bases with you guys. When I do my live streams here, they'll be just like this, quick in and out conversation, chit chat, for the level of reciprocation that I also receive. Okay, so stay focused. Don't get too caught up on what's happening outside, because if you can't control it, I wouldn't put my energy like 100% on it, right? And it's funny that this timeline now that we're on, it's so, the loop, I don't want to say timeline, we're in a loop, because we're like right a circle, we're in a karmatic loop. And it's so funny to me because now my chaoticness of growth, aka I couldn't niche down, I kept my options open, I decided to do lifestyle because I wasn't fully sure it's going to pay off, because I never stuck to one thing. Now I had to fight for my money. I had to go back and forth negotiations. I had to say no to things and struggle a little bit, but I'd rather that than settle. It's funny now to see how it benefits in having multiple. It's beneficial to have a diverse portfolio. It is. And, you know, if you are a content creator watching, I'm going to need you to find 5 platforms that you can go back and forth between to keep yourself aligned. You know, woe is the day I feel stuck to a platform like a job. That's not the reason of becoming a digital content creator, was not to be stuck to a platform like a job. So I got out of the job force. When the girl said, it's been 10 minutes, manager, please, excuse me, do you micromanage at work? You have to. Who was counting my minutes? I wanted to be like, well, excuse me, you know what? Meeting adjourned. I was thrown back because I'm like, dang, people are really ungrateful. I love my viewers though, the ones especially that are involved. I can't see who you are if you don't speak, so I can't involve you in that group. I can see the viewers and I know people exist, but there's people outside that exist. They watch me too. I don't know, you know. Okay, food is cooked. Yeah. Season it perfectly. I'm gonna throw my bacon back on just to heat them up a little bit more. Because this is like turkey bacon. I need a lot more cooked. I need a little crunchy. Because I want that taste. Ah, did I just roll that? Foil. This is such a black note, but sidebar. You know when you get older and you didn't have like pleasurables? So like, you know, a cookout or family gathering. We never really had to-go plates. We always had a plate with a foil. Stick with your plates in the foil. I bought some to-go plates. I was like, girl, why did you buy that? Because I never had it before and I don't know. This is goated. It keeps your food warm. Okay? It's reusable. I cover my pan with it sometimes. Sometimes I cook with it. Like, foil gets the job done for a good price. I understand why we never got to-go plates. Or to-go, like, you know, not plates. But yeah, I think they're called to-go plates. I love me some foil. Sometimes you got to go back to your roots of what raised you when the world is all over the place. One thing I always like, I don't like to say I take pride, but one thing I'm grateful for is knowing how to survive in the midst of hell. I don't think people thought like I wouldn't survive. A lot of people don't know me, for real. Outside of my family and if you went to school with me, like you may have known me even still, but a lot of people don't know where I come from and what I've been through because I've never moved from that place. I never spoke from when I was young, I went through this traumatic experience and it's going to come. I've yet to expose the hell that I came from that I've been able to overcome and still build and still grow. I've never revealed that. So when people meet me in a capacity, they think I was always like this. No, absolutely not. Glory to God, okay, because I didn't get here without him. But I laugh at people's perception of me because it's easy to judge from my perspective if someone's judging me or putting me in a place because they think I have something or they think I was always like this or they think somebody's taking care of my life or I love to see people's thoughts of me because I'm like, little lamb of God. You know, not what I've come from and what I've been through to sustain, not only to get here, but to sustain it. Lee, how are you still making it? I'm from the hood. What do you mean? You don't make it out for fun. Like, that's a fight. You have to really go because I know people that are still there. It's not an easy route out. Like, hell no. So for anybody who was born in the hood and you made it out, child, give yourself a 10 plus extra credit. Not even 10, a whole grade. Because a lot of people have no idea what it's like to really get it out the mud. What? Lee, how are you making it through a dark season? I grew up in a dark place. What do you mean how to make out a season? Let's talk about childhood. Okay, let's really go there. I'd be like, these niggas are trying me. Oh my God. I've come too glorious, God. They can't even take it. What? Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and thrive with this. I'm not gonna cook it more. It is what it is. Don't say it's too white. I know. It is what it is. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Why wait? I always wonder why I have so many dishes like that I go through per day. But if it's not near me, I just grab a new one. And I swore I promise you, I thought I bought a new wooden spoon. It's nowhere to be found. Like, I knew I bought one. So I'm like, well, where did it disappear to? Because I knew I put it on the belt. Now I got to check my receipt, which I probably threw away. And even if I showed them, hey, I don't have the wooden stick, would they believe me? You know, I'll buy another one. It wasn't expensive. It's just a fact. I knew I bought one. Or I thought I did. I know, because I know I did. I know I did. Because how did if the fork made it, the wooden spoon should have made it too. Okay, okay. I'm just blabbering now. I love you guys. This has been great. Oh, Ontario, how are you doing today? Hi, I'm glad you made it back. Thank you for catching me live. How's your day going? Happy Monday. We just finished making us a nice, simple brunch and talking about Amazon, some updates, content creation, just life energy. Really just dissecting where we are now and then where we're headed. Around this time in winter season, even though I'm in like a very lagoon-esque a lagoon, because I live in lagoon is different. But I've lived in New York for 10 years, New Jersey, New York, so I know what you all are for the most part going through, and I know how tough it is because I'm here because of like I experienced winter depression 1 out of my 10 years, and I was like, no, thank you, I cannot. How do people accept how do people subscribe to this every winter? I just couldn't. I had to figure out how to become a snowbird and find my home that was hot during the winter season. Because what? And Florida was great, but who paying $5,000? I would have to be stuck to a job. Jesus, what? That's crazy. Even when I stayed in New York, I remember God being like, all right, I'm going to have you stay with like roommates. I was like, oh, Lord, I'm tired of roommates. Like, I grew up with siblings. I always have roommates. I'm tired of roommates. But it made everything affordable. So I never had to work a job that wasn't in alignment. If I wanted to get a part-time job to travel and to just maybe, save up some money, I would get a job within my field. So assistant producing or AKA a PA, that's you start as a PA, I'm now a producer. And then what else I would do? A fitness studio because fitness is health is wealth. So, when I needed a job, I would go work at a studio. Equinox, get a free membership. It is what it is. But I never had to work like a restaurant job as I was building my acting and producing credits. It kind of is off in alignment. And yet people are like, oh, well, you meet people. Yeah, but I wouldn't want that to be my first meet and greet if I can help it. I don't mind meeting you at a fitness studio because most people after they work out, they're like, oh, they're hyped. They want to chit chat. They're going to talk about, oh, yeah, like let's keep chat. So I understood why I always kept roommates. Now I understand why I'm where I'm at now. Because who's trying to give out good energy and content for the low? It'd be the people that be like, oh, somebody stole my whole idea. And then they come up with 10 more ideas on a public platform that brings them no money. You did it again. What? Huh? At some point, you gotta learn. Whew. I need some food. My stomach is growling. Hello, Gordon. How are you doing today? What's up, Brent? I'm loving my OGs. I'm good. I'm good. Work, God, good. It's as simple as that. You have motion in life. Well, one, you woke up again to have motion. Two, you have motion. And three, you're still here to tell the tale. I don't stress myself out if all I do is 2 strong hours of work. That was good. Anything else we need to get done? Check emails? Cool with me. Want to cook some food, make a show? I'm about to do that right now. We hopped on YouTube, got to connect with y'all. Life is good. Would I like to own? This guy had a lot of property. Jesus, he had a whole property on the reef. On the like for me, it's on the water. Beautiful. He had a whole drone view. He has a gorgeous new home. Like his system that he's doing, he has vision. We like a man. We like people with vision. Very great. I would like to own that one day. But until that day comes, I'm not fighting for it. I'm going to fight for my reality and keep my vision of perspective. I'm going to keep the vision that keeps me excited to keep going. But after living in New York, which is a high-paced energy every day, you realize that you're only rushing towards the end of your mark. I don't want to end my life sooner than I need to because I'm trying to reach some goal. First of all, can I experience life? Can I have my human experience as a spiritual being? And when it comes, it'll come, and I will show you, and I will, oh my God, la la la. But like, now that I'm on a slower path and taking my time, building my foundation to be stable and strong, and I love that the sun is coming out as I say this, I am not afraid to be seen as the slow paced person. I'm not stopping my pace. I'm gonna finish my marathon, but I'm not trying to be the one falling out at the line. Oh, damn, I'm dead. But I won. Whoa, can I be? I want to be the person that's like, hey, what's happening? You got it. Hey, y'all want to go get something to eat after this? Because I still have energy. The race is going to be the race regardless. Your race and my race started differently, anyways. So to compare my journey to anybody, and you think this to yourself, you would be a fool to compare your journey or where you are to the person next to you. You don't know how they started. You don't know the support system. Some of us really didn't have support. Now, I had some support as best as they could give it. It gave me enough just to be like, okay, I can see a little bit more. But once you cross that line, they don't even know what to say anymore. Girl, you're doing it. I know, but what do I do next? Most people can't give you from most people can't give from an empty place they've never like had. So then you're like, oh well, increase your circles. Yeah, that's true too. You know, I met a great guy person today, but everybody's on some kind of exchange, right? And pause the sexual aspect. I'm speaking like, if you don't know your worth or value when you enter a business room to build these networks, they will devalue you because a business person knows what's the bottom line. You're trying to save your dollar as much as you can. Yeah. Matthew, my Jewish friend, oh yes, he spent his money differently, but he taught me how to keep a coin. Like he taught me that side of like, if you're gonna do this, do it this way because this is how we do it. So he taught me that side of the culture of their culture, and I'm grateful for it. And then I had to like tap out of it because I'm like, damn, I'm so cheap. I be so cheap about everything, but like my life is good. So I like when I'm cheap because I can sit back knowing that I'm safe. And I think the hardest part of life and worry and trying not to worry, my food's gonna get cold, so I love y'all, but is getting rid of that worry. What's your worry? Rent, bills, rent, car note, car insurance, kids, period, a spouse. Just it's so much. But I want you to know with peace, everything will cause a worry. I was worrying about Wi-Fi, and I started laughing. I'm like, girl, you worry about Wi-Fi. Remember the days you used to worry about rent? I gotta go get it, I gotta get it, because I don't want to be kicked out. I want a roof over my head, and if I don't pay for it, nobody else will. Oh, God, help me, please. Crying over petty things. And my most worry is like, oh, Wi-Fi. That's not a bad worry. You know what I'm saying? And I still have to rebuke that because worry is not good. But I want you to analyze what you're stressing about and decrease that. Love you guys. Let me go for real. LOL, wow, good. Hi, I love your content. JJ the Visionary, you came right in time. I love you so much for stopping in to say hi and to show appreciation to my all black, all aesthetic, natural queendom energy. I made eggs. You know they get cold quick. I gotta still put my show on the screen. I love you guys. This has been a good hour stream. I will try to hop on more, even if it's 20 minutes. I love you guys. Let me go because I'm gonna keep talking, and I will talk to y'all later. How much to do video chat? You gotta ask somebody. I got another account, but it's on the low. Later.